Hello guys, Nathan here and welcome back to the channel. We are back with something different actually from the usual content. We are checking out Dune Spice Wars. This came out early access yesterday, at least as the time of the recording this, and we are going to be playing a mini series. And if you guys enjoy it, we'll play it more. But we are going to be playing House Atreides. And I don't know that much about Dune and its lore. I only watched the most recent film. But, you know, I like the idea of House Atreides, so we're going to check them out. Each faction has its own unique kind of play style. House Atreides is kind of more diplomatic with their use of the peaceful annexation ability. And you can't pillage neutral villages and such. Whereas, you know, House Harkonnen or Harkonnen is more of a offensive, aggressive faction with their oppression ability on the Harkonnen villages, as well as more production per active militia. And then you got the smugglers, which I actually don't know really anything about. They are run by Esmar Turk, I think that's what his name is. These are all about installing kind of like underworld built headquarters in your opponent's villages and such. Kind of remind me of Skaven in that aspect, for those who have played Total War or know about Warhammer, of course. And then you got the Fremen, which are the natives of Arrakis. They are led by elite Kynes, or I'm going to butcher this pronunciation a lot. From what I've heard though, in actual the films, the old films and such, Leet is a guy. I'm not too sure, but anyway, so the Freemen or the Fremen are different. They don't have the omnicopters or whatever they're called. Those aircraft. That they have things called thumpers, which these thumpers are like kind of summon these sandworms so you can ride them about. But you have less access to the land strat. But we're going to take a look at House Atreides, and then, as I said, if people enjoy this mini-series, then we'll do more of the other factions. So, there's something unique to... sorry about that, my voice. So, something unique to Spice Wars is you get to choose 2 councillors. This is different for every single one, of course, and they all provide different bonuses. Lady Jessica allows you to impose any treaty upon other factions for 50 influence, and they can only refuse if they have 100 authority. And then you have Duncan Idaho, which allows you to have better relations with Siege. I think that's how you pronounce it, and you get less. You pay less authority to annex villages. They also do have difficulty modifiers, it looks like, I guess. But yeah, and then you have Thirthir Halwat, which is, provides you with another trait for your agents, and you get more resources from villagers. And then you have Gurney Halleck, which provides you the veteran militia unit, and you get more experience from military units. So, you know, they do provide you a kind of different ways to play. Because you have stuff like Fade, Ratha, Harkonnen, which kind of leans you towards openly killing rebels and such, get their influence. And then you get the stealth probe from Peter de Vries, if you really want that, you know, more infiltration, more stealth, more spying and all that. So that's kind of a different way to play. We do have a little modifiers here, which we're going to leave, I think, on normal for this playthrough. We are going to allow everything, like assassinations and all activities, to be normal. And we're just going to get on into the game. Oh, well, let's pick about our councillors. I'm going to go with Lady Jessica, I think, to start with non-aggression pact treaties unlocked, as well as imposing treaties, I think, as well as Gurney Halleck for that veteran militia unit and extra experience. Though, actually, maybe the reduction to annexing might be fun. Yeah, maybe go with Duncan Idaho for that reduction to the cost of annexing a village and getting relations. But yeah, as I said, the faction bonuses, we get our peaceful annexation, which allows us to annex villages. We don't lose, other factions don't lose authority from treaties with you, and we benefit more from a higher land strat standing. Land strat is like a council kind of thing, where you kind of do different debates on kind of certain stuff around your faction. And then at 5 hegemony, while you're under the effects of a positive resolution, gain 10% more Solari production, while under the effect of a negative resolution, gain 10% power. So we kind of get effects at 5k hegemony. We kind of get different effects either way. And at 10 hegemony, 10k hegemony, we can ignore charter prerequisites except for the necessary land strat shenanigans. So it's going to be more of a, I don't know, we'll see how this playthrough goes. But yeah, like I said, let's get into this and see how it goes. I haven't really, I've only had a quick look at what the kind of resources and such are. I haven't properly played a massive campaign yet, so there might be stuff that I am new to in this aspect. But yeah, so a quick rundown. I did change the UI size because it was suggested to me by Republica Play. He suggested that I increase the UI size. It does help with seeing everything better, so I do appreciate that by him. And of course, if I remember, which I should, I will put a link to his Let's Play channel, where he's also covering some Dune, so check him out. So let's get to it. So we have the ornithopter. I would probably call it an ornithopter, but it is an ornithopter. Let's take a pause here quickly. But yeah, the ornithopter, which is your kind of recon unit that you'll see in other 4X titles. You kind of detect stealth units and sandworms from far away, but you can't target it. So you're going to want to use this to scout about. We're going to start sending this towards this spice. So this is the purple is the spice, which you collect this for. Selling it for Solari or your Imperial tax. As well as that, we have other resources, which are the Solari, which is kind of the currency of the game. You kind of use it for negotiations and such like that. As well as that, you got Plascrete, which is kind of used for your building and all that. And then you have manpower, which is used for your recruiting for your military, which we can see down here. You can recruit military different units. We have access to the trooper and the ranger right now. We'll get to that in just a moment. And then we have fuel cells, which are the main power source, and they are used for our harvesters and some of the buildings. The water supply is used for, I believe it's used to convert in villages, they're occupying villages, and I think you also use it for annexing villages as well. And then you have authority, which also is used for annexing villages and kind of doing all that sort of occupying villages. Then we have the land strat random, which we'll see later on, but having basically the land strat, as I said, is like a council, and you kind of want to do different stuff for them, and the lower the standing, the worse it is, and the higher the standing, the better. As you can see, you get more hegemony the higher at medium, and then it will increase as we go up. But yeah, we start for 250. Then we have the hegemony, which this is your points in normal games. So normal 4X games, like each 4X game has its own kind of spin on the current points. The hegemony is basically your normal victory, score victory. You will get this by controlling regions and paying the spice tax and having a high land strat standing and all that stuff. And then of course you have the date. We just have our missions here, which this is kind of like the getting started missions, but we're going to ignore that for now. You have our factions, the opponent factions. We have Vladimir Harkonnen, Esmar Turk, and Lee Kynes. You can do different diplomacy, you can kind of if you want to give some Solari for, I don't know, influence, for example. Of course he's not going to accept this, but this is something you could do, or you could have certain treaties instead, but of course you want them to be happy with it. Yeah, we're going to start with getting some troopers and rangers. So there's a bit of synergy with this. You have the ranger, which has a focus fire ability, which ally units attacking the same target gains 5% power. And then you have the trooper, which gains 10% power for each bonus received from an allied unit. So you kind of want one You kind of want one of each at the start, I think. So you kind of, when the ranger's shooting at it, the trooper kind of gets more power, so you get about 15% more power. Just a small little thing you can do. We're going to send our ornithopter here. We're going to get a second ornithopter, I think. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do, so we can scout out faster. This could be a bad thing, but you know what? We're going to try it. We do have our developments, which are developments we will find out when we've captured a village. That's on pause. Why we? Now we've gone through the basics. But we're going to scout out ahead. So you'll see that these little icons here, this is undiscovered stuff. We already know what this is, though. How do we know? Well, it's the bedrock. If you see the bedrock here, this means that there's a village. So you don't need to scout the bedrock. You know this is a village. So you kind of just want to scout anything in the dunes and like the set on the the sand. So we're only scouting this one out now because we want to get our infantry out now and attack it instantly. So we have our infantry available to us now, and we're going to go attack it instantly. And then let's go on to scouting the next one out. And once we get another ornithopter, we'll start scouting out even more. So, like I said, we know this is a village, so we're not even going to bother scouting it. The reason why I know that the bedrock is a building, is a village, is because you heal only. Your troops will only heal if you are in the bedrock next to a town. Actually, fun fact: our settlement. Oh, a bit of frame drop here. There we go. Our city is actually close enough to this engagement that it's actually firing upon the enemy. So that's interesting. But yeah, we're going to start scouting this out because we know this isn't a village. We'll only start scouting out the villages that we want to kind of occupy. So let's just go do this. There we go. Sandworm is nearby apparently, so we have to be careful that we don't get eaten. Kind of get away maybe. This is where they eat my infantry, right? Can we occupy this now, or do we have to actually go closer to it? Okay, we'll go closer to it then. So you have to outright attack it. Yeah, don't waste time on that, please. Oh, there we go. We're gonna ignore that. We're just gonna ignore that. I thought because the honestly, it looked like the sand dunes kind of eased up a bit, and yeah, we're gonna just ignore that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's just keep scouting ahead. So we do have a ruins over here. That was off to a good start. Fun fact: my first attempt at a playthrough, I got my harvester eaten by a sandworm. I clicked deploy, it went to there, I was like, and then it popped up saying sandworm detected. I couldn't,
Yes, sir.
I couldn't
Yes, sir.
stop it in time.
Let's go.
Okay, can we come to health here now? Oh my lord. Oh no. Okay. I'm missing something clearly because the sands keeps easing up. As soon as I move up, I get eaten. Now they're back again.
All clear. Roger that.
Yeah, that just happened. Maybe we have to restart this. Yeah, maybe we have to restart this. We'll try and continue though. I can't afford any infantry, but maybe we can sort this out. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna have to be right back and restart this. Okay, we are back in the lands of Dune, or Arrakis rather. We're once again gonna start scouting this out a bit and you know, hopefully not get eaten by a sandworm instantly. But yeah, so one thing I didn't touch up or note is the wind strength. So the wind strength dictates kind of like how much water and such I believe you gain. Let's tap this by you know, by the buildings. So you want high wind, which is like 4 and such. It's just to remember that. But yeah, we kind of just left. We got back to where we were And the city once again is in position to shoot at the enemy, so that's going to help our engagement and save us time. And as I was saying about the infantry, so they heal when they're on the bedrock of one of your friendly villages or cities. They have the power, the health, armor, and supply. Remember supply, this is very important. So supply, well, I should have actually highlighted this to show you how much it costs. It costs money, water, and authority, I think. But yeah, supply essentially is if you're kind of out in like territory that isn't yours. Let's kind of scout ahead. Your supply will slowly tick down, and when it goes down, and when you run out, your units will die super fast. So remember that. We are not healing right now because we don't actually own this, but we will get to it. But when we zoom out here, we can see that this is our area, and looks like actually we are actually at the edge of the map because that's why we can't come down here. Okay. And now we have Wal Ras. I wonder, can you rename? No, but they are handyman, so they have a construction cost reduction, which is actually great. We're going to start building a refinery. This is the most important thing. Get this as soon as possible. This allows you to deploy a harvester. And we're going to place it here. Oh, we actually have a ruins here. Or crash shuttle, rather. So we're going to send on our units here. And see that our heroes' units have now healed while they're around the bedrock. And remember, the bedrock dictates the village. Where the village location is. So we're not going to bother scouting that out. We actually have some water cellar caravans. So we can use our Arrakis infiltration agents to get some Solari.
Sir? Okay, let's go.
We could also hire them to spread propaganda, but we're not going to do that.
Yes.
Oh, it's an ornithopter we have, ornithopter we have to send to investigate. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. What else do we got? We also have the development. So the developments is kind of your research. As you can see that it's kind of cut off here because of my UI scaling. It doesn't make a difference. There's nothing, like, we're not missing anything. It just cuts it off slightly. So that's just an FYI. We're going to go for composite materials, I think, for that reduction cost for kind of like village buildings, I think. I don't know if there's anything else we want to get. Maybe if we wanted to get like more supply, but I don't think we need that. So we're going to go composite materials. Yeah, there we go. So that is, developments are researching the game.
Yes. Understood.
And this is another ornithopter thing. Yep.
Yes,
so we're gonna see. As I said, I didn't mean to scout this out. It's just, yeah, I kind of let it to do its own thing. It will automatically do it. But as we see, bedrock town. We already know this. So as you can see, that we can peacefully annex them. It costs us 5 water and 50 influence, as well as 43 authority. We can see our influence over here. This is our influence, and we use this for voting on land strat resolutions and the peaceful annexation. We're not going to do that though. We don't need to do that right now.
Ready.
You're still scouting that out, okay?
Duty.
We're going to deploy the harvester to get some of that sweet spice. It's all about that spice. Alright. And we can also just confirm these because why not? Yeah, these are a lot of the little get us started stuff, and we'll start harvest spice, which we need to construct a road, and then we locate near a spice. There we go. Done. So yeah, just follow this little getting started, and I'll kind of help you out a bit. But now we're gaining spice. We're going to need, we're gaining 20 spice from the village, and we have to keep an eye on this. So if you don't want to keep an eye, you can put or record, but essentially this attracts worms and such like that. So just remember that. What you guys do and what are you up to? We could get a scavenge ornithopter for a set amount of time, or we can retrieve the flight records. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So the espionage will be unlocked when you gain your first agent, and because we don't have our first agent yet, we can't do any of that. But we're going to go to the ornithopter here, and yeah, we're not going to be able to reach that with our infantry. We just don't have the supply. Maybe we'll go for the military one for that supply gain next. But we're going to unlock this next in one more day. As we see, we've got one more day to do this because of our knowledge.
All clear.
Oh, that is Dune. I was wondering why that wasn't doing it then.
Awaiting orders.
Maybe we'll attack. Wait, do we need to
Yes,
attack
sir.
Guatemala? What's this? This is minerals. Having minerals would be nice.
Awaiting orders.
So we're going to attack now.
Focus fire.
I actually don't think we can even gain it, but you know. The Ornithopters are going to do their thing. We got an unassigned agent actually now, finally. Alright, so you can assign agents to various postings and such there, and assigning them generates intern search, and yeah. So if we assign one to Harkonnen infiltration, we gain intel on Harkonnen, Conan and such. We have Arn, the psychologist, he produces 20% more intel. Just want to see this. Should be fine. We got more power level, especially when they're in combination with each other. They're waiting for me. Resolve. So we got quite a bit of Solari from that.
For your order.
Let's go scout out this. In the meanwhile, you go into the next one. Combat ongoing. Keep an eye on these. We do have a new research. We're gonna go for survival training, I think, for that extra supply. And as we can, as we said, we can now, if we assign agents to Arrakis infiltration, so we can do this by clicking here and here. We can then go up to these guys and click choose for some Solari. So we'll do that now. And that's how agents work. If it tells you to assign an agent to a specific, like Arrakis, Space Guild, Corum, and all that, then if you do it, you can then do little missions like that. You can also do, like, if you got intel, you can set up probes and like different intelligence operations and all that missions. But we'll get to that in a later date. Okay, we're gonna take control of this village as well. This will give access to our Plancrete, Plascrete rather, and also it does look like we did lose our ranger in that scuffle, sadly. When I looked away, it may have got into combat and died, and that kind of sucks, but oh well. Or got eaten by a sandworm, because apparently I am a sandworm's best friend. Just keep an eye on that. It should pop up saying like anything that, you know, if it's kind of getting affected. We are currently giving, we can change like the different kind of values of, like, do we want to give stockpile more, or do we want to get more Solari? We're going to keep it like kind of 50-50 right now. We do have the Imperial tax, remember, so it's going to cost us 80 in 7 days. We're going to have to pay 80 spice for the Imperial tax, so keep an eye on that. So you need to balance it out. If you need more stockpile, you kind of stockpile it up, but right now we're kind of trading a little bit of our spice for some Solari, and Solari's for our units and such. The more village and military units you need, you're going to need more water. Right now we have 7. Yeah, wind traps gave water in regions depending on the wind strength, as we said, and we got wind strength 4 here. Wind strength is 4 here. 4 is very good actually. Wind strength is 10 in the deep desert, but I don't think you can build anything over there. Not at the top of my head. But we're going to start building a Plancrete building here. But as I said, we can get a wind trap here if we really want to. But we're going to start building a Plancrete for this resource here. Yeah. There we go.
We are ready.
We're going to get another ranger because we did lose our other one.
Yes, sir.
You guys aren't scouting, so let's not keep you idle. Where are you?
Waiting for your order.
Yeah, you're going to go scout ahead, see if we can find anything.
Okay, let's go.
We don't know if I'll be able to get my infantry over there, but we can also get intel from this anyway. What's this? This is a abandoned Fremen camp which provides us with increased Selch detection, or an ornithopter can give us a Plascrete. Every 25 days you'll have to pay the Imperial tax, as I said. And then you collect spies, can be stockpiled to pay taxes, sold to Chom for Solari. And then you kind of can adjust. That's what we were just talking about just then, how to kind of adjust that. We're about to have to pay in a couple more days.
At your ready. On vector.
There's no special thing over there.
All clear.
Okay, keep on to discover the next one, and we're just about to do our survivor training as well. So after a decent start, at least better than the last time, right? I'll just speed it up a little bit. And there. In the meanwhile, let's have a look. Do we have any... You're still doing it. It's going to take a little while. Anything we absolutely need to grab right now? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's have a look then. Let's just keep scouting out. What else do we have here? We got a research to develop. Yeah, let's have a look then. We got ground command here. Support structures here. Defense systems here. This cost me less authority. 20% military units manpower upkeep reduction. That's nice. You gain one more agent to space in guild infiltration. Support drone on unit. Militia slot. Harvester works. Let's try the modular parts, I think. I've not... Like I said, I don't know that the most optimal way of going about research, but we're going to go with the modular parts. And of course you can see your advisors up in the top left. Just checking he's okay. We got an unassigned agent, so we're going to assign the agent here who's a merchant. We're going to send it to maybe Arrakis again, so we can now do... We could get some intel from this. It takes me 4 days to do it though. But is there anything else we can do? That gives me intel. Let's just collect intel, why not?
Sir,
We could send... Actually, you know what? We could send an infantry, but I don't know if they'll be able to reach it. So I'm not going to risk that right now.
Yes, sir.
They're going to detect that. Who are these? These are raiders. Can come out of hidden sticks to free villages from your control. We have to keep an eye on these so we don't get the raiders don't come and attack us. So we can build another building here, which we're going to start on a... I think we're going to start on a wind trap. To kind of get that water going a bit. As we said, this was a strength 4, so this gives some decent bit of money, or sorry, water. New non-strat council. The 3 resolutions are put up to vote at every council. Each faction can use a vote or influence to pass or counter resolutions. Some special resolution called charters may be unlocked during the game. Each charter has its own unlocking conditions. So we'll do that. You know, we'll kind of get these as we go on. We could go for controlled markets for the 30% bonus chome spicing exchange rate. Like, we could... Okay, it's 5 days when we can vote, it looks like. Yeah, okay, so it's just telling us right now we can't vote on this just yet. I think we vote on this in a 5 days. Yeah, so we're just checking it right now. Let's resolve this for the income. There we go, 400 a salary. We could get some more men right now, but I think we're fine. Nope. There we go. Okay, I thought the game was going to crash there. That's perfectly fine. We could go for Hulha now. Hulha, yeah. Where's our infantry? Let's go grab that. Can we get down there from here?
Received.
Yeah, we can. Okay,
On
good.
duty.
We're focused.
Sometimes it's a bit misleading. Like, sometimes you can't get down areas. It is only a level 2, I think. Yeah, or rather, there's only 2 units defending it, so we can come and attack this, I think, now. Harvester is in danger. Record. Did I do it in time? Let's hope that we record this in time. Keep an eye on this. There we go. It's hovered up there, and he's going to get out of there. In the meanwhile, this engagement's going to happen. And if you click F2, you can kind of remove the HUD if you really want to. And then you just click it. F2 once just kind of hides majority of it. F2 completely removes it if you click it again. Oh, we've got another spice mine over here, but that's a bit too far from us right now. This engagement's going to find for us.
Sir?
Where are you? You just keep scouting ahead. This is an enemy ornithopter. It's a House Harkonnen. He's somewhere around it. Oh, there was actually a smuggler's ornithopter as well. So they're kind of the opponents are somewhere around here.
Roger that.
What's this? Oh, that's a village. I didn't see the bedrock right away. Let's give them more intel, I think. Okay, we'll grab with this. Can we afford to grab this though? We can. But what does this provide us? Kind of just a more area to build with. Like, is it anywhere else? Speaking of which, we can probably deploy this again. Turns out it gets eaten by a sandworm. We don't want that to happen again. Yeah, I think we are going to grab this. What else we got? Point of trade request. Let's have a look then. So the Fremen want to trade 295 plasticry and 75 influence for 320. No, we're going to decline this. I'm fine on Solari. We're going to vote for this, I think. I think this is why we want the Chome Spice Exchange. If you don't want any of them, you can vote on all of them and kind of keep them level, I think, and then nothing happens, I believe. So we have... Is it 100? I'm not sure on that, actually. I think we may have 100 votes. Yeah, we do. Okay. And we're spending 140, is it? We're spending some of our influence, it looks like, on this, I think. So we're just going to go like 40 votes. We can spread it along if we really want to, as well. Like, we could do like something like that. We have more votes, but, you know. Let's get that intel going. Yeah. Like I said, there's nothing down here. Like, you can't... There's literally nothing down here, so that's why we're not missing out anything. Let's have a look. Just have a look to see what else we want. We don't really want non-aggression. The water upkeep would be nice to have. And the authority to annex villages might be coming handy, so we're going to grab local dialect studies. We do have a promising politician event. So, a bright politician has come to your attention. Maybe there's a mutual gain somewhere. We could gain 100 influence, which we have 156 right now. But we need to get elected to 1 positive resolutions. Because you do actually need to do stuff. Like, you have prerequisites. And if we build 2 statecraft buildings, we get an agent. Okay, we have 16 days to do it. Trade request.
Let's get to business.
So the smugglers want the same thing, but we're going to decline. We don't need plan creep. We don't need Solari, rather.
All clear.
This looks like a House Harkonnen place, based on the colouring. Okay. We actually didn't scout out this for some reason. Let's scout. This might be a village in between. And we're gonna get. We could get a heavy weapon squad, which is range attack, steal area damage, and they kind of increase the damage gain. So we're gonna get a trooper, I think, and then a heavy weapon squad, something like this, maybe. So we have like 2 troopers in the front, and then they're 2 range in the back. We're gonna move him back over here. Could get plus creep, but that's fine. Land grab results. Okay, so it looks like they spent all their votes on this. It looks like, yeah. So you are fighting over them. I didn't use all my votes on this, but I didn't really care either way. It's like not the end of the world. So if you really want to guarantee, you kind of invest everything in. And it looks like they... So, actually, no. Come to think it, no. The Fremen didn't put any votes in because the Fremen don't have votes, of course. It looks like the Minor Houses gave them 98 votes, and the Minor House gave me 51 votes.
We are ready.
So yeah, the Minor House got the Fremen there.
Service.
Because the Minor House will have a lot of votes.
At your service, sir.
Do we have an Ornithopter free?
Sir? Waiting for your order.
We do
On
now.
the move.
Okay, can we scout out this here?
Let's go.
It might be another village that we can use to connect this, and then maybe we come towards this. Old Gap 4. There is a village up here though, but I don't think we have access to it directly. If we click right click, where are we going?
Taking position.
There, because like, if we go outside, we can actually see the supply go down, see? And when it goes down to 0, you will die very fast, so remember to keep, you know, yourself out of danger. We have another area we can come here. We could build some stuff in Hulha, which is fairly safe, I'd say. Maybe some knowledge to get that faster research. How is our fuel cells? Not a lot. In allied villages in the region and its neighborhood. So we could pick up that in like an area like here. So maybe it's just a ×1, so maybe it's only 1. Could get a crafts workshop to get hegemony, but I don't think we need that right now. I think we do want more water, so that's what we're going to build. Which is, this is another 4 wind strength, which is nice.
We're focused.
There is some special resources here, rare elements. This area allows, rare elements allows for the construction of processing plants for them. So that's quite nice. We have an on-site ancient, which we're gonna... Not too quite sure. Maybe we'll put him in the showroom. Because this provides us with Solari production, it looks like, yeah. So that's what we kind of want to do. Get that little bit more Solari production. Okay, yeah, this is the same area, sorry. But I'm not quite too sure how they're going to get up there. And I don't know if I will have the supply to get to their fight and kind of occupy the area fast enough. Can we check a look at our research quickly? Can we get any more supply? Oh, let's not do that. Let's get our money back. Yeah. Could get the supply support drone, but that just gives heals. Doesn't vibrate. That's nice. Let's go to our... Okay. But yeah, I'm not too sure what we want right now. Looks the barracks, military upkeep reduction. Supply drain down here. You know what, let's go for support structure then. New land strat council, what do we have here? Okay, so we can use some other votes trying to put this on our opponents, maybe. That manco power upkeep reduction or increase. Yeah, we could do that. We also have military event construction. That's what we're doing right now, so we kind of want to get scientific congress as well. So we'll maybe try and get them on the enemy. We definitely don't want it on us though. Let's resolve that for that intel. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to test with like my troops, see how far it will take, like whereabouts is going. Looks like going all the way around, which is a massive problem. Yeah, it looks like it's going all the way around, and I'm not too confident about that right now. We'd have to attack Adil, which has spice, so it's not the burst idea. So going there and back cost me 100. So probably 90 around here. And then we'd have to fight. I'm not too confident, honestly, about that.
All clear. Roger that. Sir? Okay.
I'm really not
let's
too
go.
confident about
On
that.
the move.
Sandworm. Oh, get away, get away, get away.
We're on it.
We're not having a repeat of the first attempt.
We are ready.
Okay, I think we're fine. We've paid our Imperial tax, which is great.
We're going out.
Alright. Still can't do any of these right now. I'm kind of running out of time as well.
Yes.
On our way.
To get to the bedrock. So the bedrock is a safe place. We could have actually ran here as well, I guess. Bedrock, they can't really attack you in. Let's get research, I think. Yeah, we can afford a little bit. Taxman 230. Actually, no, I think we're going to need to stretch up a bit to stockpile a bit more. We need to stockpile a bit. Resources are scarce in Arrakis. How can your people find what they need in the narrowness of your territory, forcing them to stay in one place? Okay. Oh, let's recall this ASAP.
We're going out.
Alright. Let's go look at building. I really want to make sure we got building down. So we got the wind trap here. What else can we get? Could get more plus creep, but that's not the problem right now. Right now we need money, to be honest with you. Is there a way for me to get money right now? I need processing plants, which you need processed plants to place them in these areas. Could we get actually some troops over here to attack this? That'd be great. I did scout this off recording because I didn't realize I wasn't recording at the time, but that's fine. That's and then I did move this unit over. Oh, we got a rain pipe coming over here. Get these to attack the harvester. I need you to. There we go. I need you to come deploy. If the there we go, frames back. We can slow down speed as well.
On duty.
Listening.
As you command.
Somewhere nearby, let's back up there and I get to the bedrock.
Yes.
See if he'll get eaten.
We're moving.
Keep backing up. I don't want to fight. Nah, he's not going to get eaten. Okay. I just want to make sure that I don't fight over the
Need to blow something up.
sand. I'm a bit worried now because last time, remember, we did kind of get screwed over by that. We did need to stockpile a bit more. Development research. We're going to go for military threat for the supply drainer thing. Still haven't done any of this though. Get more Solari would be great. How long would this take? 19. You know what? We're going to grab this because I want the Solari gain from the agents.
All clear.
Let's have you on auto recon for a little bit.
Waiting for your order.
Let's have them do their thing.
Listening.
Yes, sir.
I'm still a bit worried. Let's send out one lonesome guy. If he gets eaten, then we know that we're not.
At your service.
Alright, you know what? We're going to attack here. Oh, we can go up here. See what I mean? Like, it's a bit misleading. Like, I didn't realize I could come over. I thought I had to go around. So we're going to attack this, try and get this rare element.
Ready. Fire at will.
Okay, so our army's going to be doing perfectly fine. Maybe worth investing in some militia soon. What's that? That's just an... Oh, okay. Get in here, get in here. Ooh, sunworm. We're going to grab this ASAP. And then we can get a processing plant for this Solari or this ore, rare element. We've got enough, so we're going to now bop this down a bit. Now that we've got enough. Not too much, because we still want to stockpile for the rest, right? Yeah, once we get the... this, we'll get some decent bit of Solari. We are running out of manpower, though, so maybe we can build a manpower building. Yeah. We could get the shuttles as well for an airfield. But we do want to get manpower first, I think. That's very important. Also, probably want to get Sinfear for that building, for the neighborhood, so we can buff up maybe maybe we want to build it here actually because of the pan creep. We'll see. I don't know. We're gonna focus. I keep forgetting about this. 19 days. No, this is a new one. Sorry. Build 2 economic buildings and pillage 2 villages or searches for Solari. We gain hegemony if we build 2 economic buildings though, which is great. So we can't get the processing plant because we need structured warehouse, which we didn't actually get. I completely forgot. So we're going to grab that next, I think. In the meanwhile, we are going to start building another economic building like... Well, water is always nice. What's this? What else will we get? Yeah, maintenance center is going to be nice, I think, to grab. So we're going to grab this. And it's going to start on 1. Let's kind of make sure we're sending our agents out. Do we have another one over it? We did, didn't we? Yeah. So let's go. Oh, we can't do that right now because another one's... what are you doing then? Let's see what you're doing. Arrakis agent assignment bonus. Siege. I don't know what they're doing actually. Oh, this one over here. Right. Gotcha. Trade request. Plancrete. Oh, whatever it's called. Yeah, Plascrete. I always call it Plancrete. It's Plascrete. Yeah, no, I don't need Solari right now. Okay, I'll be fine. So we do have we found Harkonnen, right? Here, yeah, it looks like. And it looks like the smugglers are down here. Interesting. So we don't know where the Fremen are currently, I believe. I'll scout on that. That's fine. And we're continuing to build. That's all built up. We can unlock a new building slot, of course, which I think we're going to do that now. And then we're going to build... What's the upkeep of the years? 3? We're going to build a maintenance center as well, I think, here. To kind of lower the tax burden and kind of spreads across as well. What else do we got? Let's get structured warehouses now so we can get that process power plant or process plant so we can then get these rare elements. I thought I researched it, but no, I forgot I didn't. We got a land council thing coming up, which is the main base is under architectural structure, 100% damage received, 20% building cost reduction, can't attack. And this is for the main base. Okay. All faction infiltration levels are reduced by 2%, or 2 rather. That's not too bad. It doesn't affect me right now because I haven't been doing it. And upkeep reduction increased by 30. Ooh, that's not going to be great for us.
We're going out.
We've stockpiled enough, so we're going to go back into a little bit more income. About 50%. 50, yeah, 50-50. Maybe we should do some of the years. Let's have a look what we got. Yeah, no, we don't really need to do anything right now. We're gaining those intel, though. Construction complete. Nice. Our income's going back up a bit. I want these guys maybe to come over here to maybe take Sinfear. There is some spice over there. If we take Sinfear and then Burasek. we can maybe get some more spice going down here. I wanted to go try and get this spice, but it's a bit too far, I feel like. However, going for this one, it's not too bad because we have a stop gate between them. We do have a land council. We definitely want to support this. We don't want to support this. Let's do that. I don't really care about this right now. I'm first if I get it or not. Oh, did it? Oh no. Oh, obviously got 8 there. That was my bad. I was looking. I maybe should have paused it while I was looking at that. It's fine. I'll be back up in a little bit. And we've got the stockpile. Yeah, it's my bad. Keep an eye on that.
Ready.
On duty.
Kill these fast so that we don't run out of supply because I wasn't paying attention there. Yeah, I should really pause when I'm looking at that sort of stuff. Hegemony bonus. We have 2.8k. Oh, we reached the 2000. You can now build in your main base. Cool. Which we're actually doing quite fine, actually, right? If we click it again, we're a little bit behind the smugglers, but we're ahead of the Fremen and the Harkonnens. We can now build on our main base. So what can we get? We could get some Solari production, which is quite important for us right now. We actually should have had this on stockpile because now we're actually behind. Oh no, we just paid it, that's why. Never mind. Okay, these are quite expensive. So we won't invest in this just yet. But you can upgrade them now. Spending a bit of off money. And you're going to stockpile your supply again. And then we'll go for a burlesque so we can start getting to production of our spice. Because that'd be quite nice. Oh, raid detected. Oh no. Oh, this isn't good. Please tell me I'm not going to get completely fucked. Yeah. Okay, I'm good, I think.
Here to deal with the heavy stuffs.
Yeah, we're good. Ah, even our town is attacking as well. Inactive harvester. Alright, you want to get out now. Let's keep an eye on that. But yeah, if you feel like you're getting distracted, then feel free to play on auto recall. And then it will automatically recall, but you do get less spice. Okay, we might get some militia here, I think. Maybe not. Mostly because I'm not really gaining too much right now. Let's get a manpower building here.
Ready.
Let's go.
Stockpile that. We can trade again. We're doing okay, I think. Let's make sure to get Burasek and then we'll be fine, I think.
Yes, sir. For the Duke.
Let's get a veteran militia here. Because, like I said, House Harkonnen can get a veteran militia. Rather with Gurney Halleck.
Listening.
Combat ongoing, that's fine. Let's have a look at this combat. We're winning fine. Have an unassigned agent. We're going to put this in Trome to get more Solari production, I think. What else could we get? Manpower actually is going to be quite nice. Let's do that. Going to help with the manpower. Go to the bedrock.
Agreed.
Now you should always go to the bedrock if you have a sandworm in. If we're fighting and there's a sandworm about to come up, come to the bedrock and you'll be fine. Okay, and then we got our next spice going on. Maybe we should get an airfield right now. Well, I don't want to spend too much currently. Fuel cell would be nice. And then let's get some spice, maybe. Yeah, that's why I want to get the fuel cell right now. Build them so we can get another refinery. We're going to now start moving these guys towards Walras. I think we're safe from this direction. If we're not, then I will make sure to remedy that. This is like the edge of the map anyway, so yeah. It's quite a safe area, I would think. Once that's built up, we'll start building up our... what's we call it? Yeah, let's get processing plant here. They'll place it in the back. Doesn't make a difference too much, but I think if you play multiplayer, you're going to have to position these in a ways that they can't get destroyed, I think. But multiplayer won't be in the base game until a little bit later on in the early access. But so far, I have to say, it's like pretty fun for like an early access title.
On duty.
Okay. That's built up now, is it? Or is it not yet? There we go. We got the power cell, so now we're going to start building this refinery, which would then give us access to double the stockpile of, or double the gain of spice. That's pretty good. But now that we're getting our second spice production, I think this is going to be the end of this episode. But of course, if you did enjoy this episode and you are enjoying this game, then do let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear what you think about this. And of course, like the video. And if you're new to the channel, then don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. We will be back with more Dune next Wednesday. This is going to be every Wednesday. We're going to release a new episode, and this is going to go on as long as the game is. But other than that, I shall see you again next Wednesday. Bye bye.